I guess. I guess we're back. I suppose that we're back. I'm pissed, okay? I was supposed to have a good day today. I thought that everything was gonna go fine. And I was sorely mistaken. I guess I'm back. Okay, whatever. Okay, we're just gonna hop right back into the debates. But I need you guys to help me out. So obviously this TikTok restriction ban fucking off the FYP shit is rough. And you guys can actually help me get pushed out onto the For You page by simply engaging with a live. That means double tapping. That means sharing with friends. That means spamming the comment section. All of these things will really help us get this live onto the For You page. All I want for Christmas is a really awesome live where I could debate Trump supporters and provide good entertainment and possibly some education to you guys without TikTok banning us or like restricted our push from the lives. That is all I want for Christmas, okay, ladies and gentlemen. But without further ado, we are going to go ahead and just hop right back into the debates. So I just give us a minute. We got our first guest loading in. What's up, Jared? Did you vote for Trump? You're on mute, buddy boy. Take yourself off of mute. Okay, well, he's like figuring his shit out because I actually do really want to talk to him. We're just gonna go ahead and start loading hella people into the live. Jared, you need to go off of mute there, buddy. We got Joshua loading in. We got Taco loading in. Taco, talk to me, man. Did you vote for Trump?
You damn right.
Yo.
Yeah, I think my connection's kind of bad right now.
Hey,
Awesome.
boys.
Hey, so did everyone?
Nigger.
Literally, who is that?
Okay, hey.
Okay,
Dean,
wait.
before.
Yeah.
What? I apologize for the person spamming the N-word hard R. Okay. We literally too much is happening. We literally just started the stream. Okay. All right. Chat. I apologize for him spamming the N-word. Okay. Whoa. I'm sorry. Just mental reset. We're good. We're good. There was too much happening there. Okay, Taco, unmute the mic. Jesus Christ. Whoa, headache. Okay. All right, we're going to get back on track. I apologize for the use of slurs. Here we go. Taco, unmute your mic, man. Did you vote for Trump? All right, Taco's not here, so I guess we're going to go to move on to our next guest, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, just do give us a minute. What's going on? Alan, did you vote for Trump? Marky, did you vote for Trump?
Fuck no.
Dude, okay, all right, we need to go over the ground rules. Okay, all right, act as if the stream just started, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna forget about that. That was, okay, all right, here's the ground rules. So, for everybody in here, welcome into the stream. Today, we are going to be debating people that voted for Trump, and the reason that I do this is because I want to inspire better foundational beliefs in every single one of you, especially the people that voted for Trump, to hopefully make a better decision in the next 2 to 4 years. So, if you are in the queue, make sure that you voted for Trump. We will only be looking to debate the MAGA conservatives. If you did not vote for Trump, if you are a fan, if you are not here to debate, please do not join the queue. I cannot preface that enough. I want to clarify that I want to be confident that no matter who I click on, if they are in the guest request, they voted for Trump. So let's see if we could work together here to pull that goal off. We're going to go ahead and get our first guest up in the box. Please do make sure that if you're in the queue, you voted for Trump. What's up, Shiv? Did you vote for Trump?
How you doing, Dean? Yeah, I did vote for Trump.
You sure did. Phenomenal. You sure did. Awesome. So go ahead and start telling me why you voted for Trump while we try to get a couple more guests up.
So let me ask you a question. What are your voting issues for a president?
Character and policy, right, as they should be.
Right, but what policy specifically?
Well, I mean, I'm not a single issue voter, and I think it's weird to like
highest priority to lowest priority.
Highest priority is just what's the most impactful to as many people. Like it changes based upon like the election. It changes based upon the circumstances. In this election, for me, one of the highest priorities was women's rights and economy. Right, I believe those were the two most pressing issues. Right, because Trump was elected, Roe v. Wade will not be reinstituted, and 22 great victims per day will continue to be denied access to abortion. And then about the economy, because Kamala Harris was not elected, we're going to have regressive tax policy that disproportionately benefits rich people while negatively serving people that make less money because of Trump's tariffs that cause inflation.
Okay, so let's, break it down. So would you say that women's rights were higher priority than the economy, or the economy was a higher priority than women's rights?
Yeah, I believe that access to abortion was more impactful to more people in a more serious way than the economy was.
Okay, so Trump's policy of bringing things back to the states' rights on abortions, not necessarily banning abortion federally, but bringing things to states' rights for women who are having unwanted pregnancies, which is, okay, so we're looking at 50% of the population of women, okay, and then the percent of women who are having unwanted pregnancies and then are not able to get those pregnancies in certain states because of a federal ban.
What the fuck are you saying, bro? Dude, just okay, make your argument.
No, because you said, your voting issues for a president is how impactful for a number of people, right? The president controls the lives of all of the people in America, right? So I would say that economy is a big one for me, and then foreign policy is the second biggest one. I think that, the abortion rights is definitely a sad thing, but in terms of how many people it's impacting, in the sense that, Trump...
Okay, yeah, you voted for Trump because of the economy. So what's one good economic policy of Trump that you like?
Well, no, I'm trying to, talk to you, right? I'm trying to change your mind, not change my own mind. So, as far as these abortion rights go, Trump didn't do a ban on abortion. He didn't do a ban on it. He brought it down to states' rights. So where you're living in your state is going to be controlling the abortion. And that's Trump's policy, not the typical conservative policy of where they're pro-life and it's just bringing it to states' rights where you have a lot more influence in your local government than national government. So that's your biggest voting issue, right?
Yes, because we're sending the right to get an abortion back to the state and allowing the white men in Washington, D.C. to legislate on the access to health care of a woman's body has now resulted in 1 out of every 3 women in America not having access to elective abortions and 65,000 rape victims being denied access to abortion in 12 states with outright bans. I believe that this deserves to be federally protected, not just so we could ensure these basic fundamental human rights for all women and girls, not just to ensure the protection of rape victims, but also to mitigate bad outcomes. For instance, in areas with pro-life legislation, we see lower incomes on average, lower qualities of life on average, less education on average, less people working on average because unwanted children are being forced into unready households. And yes, chat, I did just spill my coffee and I'm fucking pissed about it. And Lovey, thank you for the $5 donation on Venmo to get another one. But go ahead.
Okay, so just out of the way, abortion rights were your biggest voting issue. Okay.
Yeah, like what's a more pressing issue than ensuring that 22 rape victims per day are not denied access to abortion? There's no more pressing issue in America.
I think I speak on behalf of all of the people that voted for Trump. I think that the fact that, we can't afford groceries is the biggest voting. I think it was the biggest voting issue. I think the second voting issue was
let's talk about the first
being
one.
on the brink of World War III.
Okay, we'll talk about the first one and then the second one because they're both pretty fun. Emma, thank you for the $5 on Venmo saying rip coffee, so real. But hey, I appreciate you for the $5. You just bought me another one. Okay, so MAGA, we can't afford groceries. I'm a single issue economic voter. We need to reduce inflation. Also MAGA, Donald Trump has great economic policy, even though his tariffs are going to cause more inflation and recess growth of our GDP compared to what it would have been under Kamala Harris. You understand, right, that inflation is going to be significantly worse under a Trump presidency compared to what would have been under a Kamala Harris presidency. Not only is his policy more expensive, right, for debt-related spending, when government overspending causes inflation, and even Elon Musk agrees with me, that's something he tweeted out a couple days ago, but then also he's going to pay for his tax policy that helped rich people by taking money from poor people through tariffs that are inflationary and regressively impact members of the low and the middle class the most.
Okay, so as far as this tariffs debate goes, first off, the economy, there's a lot more than just a single policy that's going to control pricing ultimately. But let's go into the tariffs thing. So you support no tariffs, correct?
Tariffs equal bad. No tariffs.
So you support globalization. Basically, we should produce things in China because things are cheaper there. so prices will be cheaper here, right?
No, so I like American manufacturing and the industrialization of America for a lot of reasons. They're typically like ethical concerns, right? But there's just better ways that we could industrialize America and protect American manufacturing outside of tariffs. The best alternative would be raw investment into the industry that sparks American manufacturing with raw capital. That's something Biden and Harris and Trump did. Seemingly, both sides of the aisles agree that this is something that we can do and is really good for our economy. But no one is really taking the initiative to do it on a larger scale, right?
No one is taking the initiative. Okay, so how exactly do we incentivize domestication of industrialization with when the labor prices in China, regardless of any raw materials, which they have access to the
Yeah, you're
same
saying
raw
it's so
materials,
low,
the same
like, no matter what we
technology?
do, if we don't impose tariffs, we'll still import from China. Then explain to me why, in accordance with the Chips and Science Act, we're going to be producing 20% of the global chip supply by 2030, taking manufacturing away from Taiwan with the low labor prices and with the low raw material prices. It is still attainable. And I understand that's crazy, but it's empirically true.
I mean, how do well, let me finish my argument right before you cut me off. So how do we incentivize producing things in America when we have to compete against sweatshop labor prices, which by not having tariffs, by increasing the price, by offsetting that sweatshop labor prices, you're essentially supporting sweatshops in China and slave labor.
I just answered your question by investing capital into the industries, and we know that this actually does.
You answered my
offset
question by talking
manufacturing from
about
China
chips,
and Taiwan because it is the case
which
that we've
is
already
mostly
done.
factory produced. I'm talking about most people when they buy computers, that's like a one or whatever. What chips go into those?
You think that manufacturing of chips in Taiwan doesn't take advantage and exploit human labor for like incredibly low living wages? No, they absolutely do. The suicide nets are outside of those factories.
It exploits it to a degree, yes, but not as much as more manually intensive, labor intensive things do, like average goods that we consume on a much more frequent
So they
basis.
have isolated tariffs specifically on producers that take advantage of like slavery. Like literally put tariffs on the on companies that produce labor with like human slavery, such as sweatshops.
Okay,
I agree with that. That's fine.
So now you do think we should put tariffs on some Chinese and some third world countries. You do think we should put tariffs?
I don't think that we could call other countries third world, but I'm completely fine with tariffs on like companies that produce products to an incredibly immoral degree that couldn't be offset in our domestic market through raw investment in our industries. But like that's an incredibly nuanced plan that is not going to be achieved by the right. They just want blanket tariffs on all goods imported into the country, which is going to have incredibly detrimental effects on our economy and incredibly detrimental effects on global trade. It's going to start trade wars, is going to increase global tensions, and is going to destroy American exports of our goods.
As opposed to the left, who doesn't want to support tariffs at all whatsoever.
Wait, the Biden Harris administration actually did support tariffs on China, which is closer to like what you agreed with.
Sorry, say that again?
No. The Biden and Harris administration actually did support tariffs on China. They supported more tariffs on China than I would have liked, but this would sufficiently meet your criteria of cracking down on people that exploit human labor. Just saying, like you described tariffs to be necessary for certain companies in China that exploit human labor. You understand that Harris and Biden's tariffs would have applied to those companies. It's the case that I still didn't support them because they're overreaching. But in accordance with the view that you've been proposing to me on this live, it would have perfectly fit the mold, right? And like absolutely, right? We should prefer tariffs on isolated products from China that is still detrimental to American consumers, right? More so than flat tariffs on all goods imported into our country.
So
Just
correct
saying.
me if I'm wrong, but Biden and Harris supported the tariffs that Trump instituted, correct?
Yeah, on China, right? I don't support them. They did. That would have achieved your
Well, now
goal
hold
of
on. Do
cracking
you
down
support
further
tariffs or do you
on
not
more
support
labor.
tariffs? Because now you're flip-flopping.
I'm not flip-flopping. You're just not following. I said I support isolated tariffs on specific companies that are producing goods with use of slave labor, essentially. However, the tariffs that we imposed on China under Biden and Harris and under Trump went far beyond that, imposing general tariffs on goods imported from the country to an incredibly high degree.
So
that's not me flip-flopping. That's just literally you not following. Pay more attention. Or just ask for clarification without jumping to an assumed conclusion that I'm flip-flopping.
Okay, so for clarification, what industries do you support tariffs on?
Any industry that would take advantage and exploit human labor that cannot be offset through an investment of raw capital in American producers that would increase like their market dominance. I wouldn't be able to name the specific industries to you, but I could give you the classifications of the industries that I would support tariffs on, right?
Okay,
But once
go ahead.
again, my main point is something that you haven't been hearing, right? It's a fact that Biden and Harris did support some tariffs on China. You've only been able to make an argument that some tariffs on some companies in China are good, right? So why don't you support their tariff plan over Trump's tariff plan, which is tariffs on all goods imported into a country from all countries?
Okay, give me the classifications.
Bro, dude, you want to continue to speak about what I'd hypothetically support insofar, right, is tariffs on goods imported from China? I feel like I've given you the general classification sufficient for me to explain my position, and like further explanation from me will just further detract from the argument insofar as which presidential candidacy had better like foreign policy. Like, well, I'm like trying to give you an argument here why you should have liked the tariffs from Biden and Harris more than Trump, and it seems to fit perfectly with your arguments that you've given me so far, but instead of responding to that, you just want to further dig down into what I believe. And I feel like I've already done that. My classifications, insofar as when I would support tariffs on other countries, they have to meet two criteria. The first criteria that they have to meet is the exploitation of human labor, and the second criteria that they have to meet is that this couldn't be offset given further investment of raw capital into American manufacturers to dominate the industry. Right? Those are my two criteria. But that's completely separate from the conversation that we should be having, which is what presidential candidacy offered better foreign policy on tariffs, right? And that's undisputably like Harris's candidacy, and you'd have to concede here because you've only been able to give me an argument for why you support tariffs on some products from China, which is exactly what Harris was going to do. That's exactly what had been done under Biden and Harris. Meanwhile, Trump, on the other hand, way off in left field, wanted to impose tariffs on all goods imported into our country.
Okay. So I hear what you're saying. You know, the blanket tariff idea, not the best idea, but some tariffs from Trump that Biden and Harris also supported were good, right? All right. So let's.
But that's your position. So Biden, Harris, tariff position good, Trump, tariff position bad. You should have voted for Biden and Harris because you like their tariff position more. Like literally, you just described why Biden and Harris blew Trump out of the water insofar as assumed policy for the 2024 candidacy for the presidency.
Not exactly, because they were Trump's tariffs to begin with. All right, but let's
that's a red herring. You can't say that you didn't support it and you'd rather support Trump because it was his tariffs to begin with. Sure, you're right, but that doesn't change the fact that they ran on different tariff policy in this candidacy. Trump ran on tariffs on all goods imported into the country, but Harris ran on tariffs on some goods imported into the country. You think one of those candidacies had better tariff policy than the other, right?
Okay.
Tell me that you support Harris's tariffs on some goods imported into our country from China compared to Trump's flat tariffs on all goods.
Okay,
Agree?
first off, I don't support the Biden and Harris tariff policy because all products manufactured in China necessarily exploit slave labor. And that's what drives the prices down. And that's why we manufacture in China. Do you think otherwise we would spend all that money on shipping to bring it to America if there wasn't something that was driving that price down, which is slave labor getting paid 12 cents an hour or less, maybe a bag of rice a month? Okay, so let's move on with that because we're losing the chat, right? So next, there goes more into economic policy than tariffs, right? So
Do you mind if I ask you a question now, since you want to move on and you won't listen to my arguments and you won't respond to them? I'm going to ask you a question now. Would you ever vote for someone that's attempted to, or wait, would you ever vote for a rapist?
Would I ever vote for a grape? That is a loaded question.
Yeah, because Trump's a rapist. So would you ever vote for a rapist?
And I think that's incredibly nuanced. I mean, you know, we don't know. First off, there's a lot more that goes into presidency than just, you know, what you're doing. A man can change as well. You know, we're not all set in our ways and, you know, making.
So the answer is yeah. Would you ever vote for a child rapist?
Winston Churchill was a womanizer, was an awful person. There was a lot of great leaders throughout the world that did
So would you ever
awful
vote
things.
for a child rapist?
Would I ever? Okay, that's actually a good question because, you know, the left, the people, you know, most of those people were on stage for Kamala were people the Venn diagram of people who are on stage for Kamala and the people who are at Diddy parties and Epstein parties is basically a circle. Like,
yeah, so like literally,
that's
you're
the
going to be talking
party of
about
pedophilia.
You're going to be talking about people like Beyonce, right? When it is the case that they've beat the allegations, they're going to charge you with defamation. This is
Jennifer
conspiracy theory.
Lopez?
One moment.
You mean Diddy's ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, so this is conspiracy theory online where you're drawing loose conclusions that they were involved with P3ophilia. Meanwhile, Donald Trump appointed Matt Gaetz, who literally raped a 17-year-old girl twice. And you're going to sit over here and say that it's a left. It's a party of pedophilia.
I don't
and then do you know
child
MGT, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she said, right, if she were to air out everything about all the Republicans in the Senate and in the House, just like Matt Gaetz raping the 17-year-old twice, that the Democrats would have a super majority. What this tells us is that Marjorie Taylor Greene, right, someone serving on the subcommittee, right, of the DOGE under Trump, appointed by Elon Musk, thinks that the right is the party of pedophilia. Did you know that? That's crazy, right?
Okay, first off, what other kind of conclusions are we going to draw about a shadow organization that specifically has access, dominant access over mainstream media? There's no other theory that you can draw. There's no other conclusions that you can draw that aren't widespread, because the people who do spread those theories or spread any evidence of those theories are literally
these words. I just want to let you know
to commit suicide with two shots in the back of the head.
I just want to let you know, this word garbage doesn't make sense to anyone. Like the point is, you're giving me a conspiracy theory. I'm giving you facts. He appointed Matt Gaetz. We have the check where he paid $750 to a 17-year-old to stay quiet about the fact that he had engaged in intercourse with a minor. Right? We have the facts. We have MGT, someone pointed to a subcommittee by Elon Musk, Trump, and Vivek Ramaswamy that's been a staple of the Republican Party in Congress for the last 15 years, coming out and saying that if she were to air out all of the allegations against Republicans in office, that the Democrats would have a super majority. It's absolutely undeniable that if you want to make a loose association and be defamatory and say that one party is a party of P3ophilia, it's going to be the right. But see, I'm sorry, and how is that not a conspiracy theory?
How is that not an unfounded conspiracy theory?
Because it was proved in an ethics report by the House committee.
So it was proved in an ethics report that these politicians are committing pedophilic crimes.
Yes, Matt Gaetz, absolutely. You could look at the check where he paid
Matt Gaetz for sure. We know that, but you said supermajority, right?
Oh,
so
that's what MGT said. That's someone coming from their own side of the aisle. So we know that there's not a bias that exists there, right? There's going to be much stronger reason to believe that if we want to talk about child rapists, we need to be looking at the right, not the left, right? But once again, I'll be the bigger guy. I'll take the step and I'll say, how about we don't politicize P3ophilia and child rape, and we stop trying to demonize people on the other side of the aisle through a drastic generalization to paint one half of America to all be pedophiles, and we rather, right, be more constructive with it and crack down on the individual people doing this regardless of their political affiliation. Just saying.
Okay, you're literally the one that brought this up.
No, you did. You said that the left is the party of P3dios. All right, I had to remove you because you got a flag. We're going to move on to our next guest. I would like to put it out there. If you do want to support me, my Venmo as well as my PayPal, they are in my bio. You guys, I get 100% of the proceeds on those platforms, and I do appreciate you all so much for the espresso fun. Earlier, you guys were all spamming the same thing in the chat. I love you guys. Dude, I have the best community ever. You guys are great. I just wanted to put that out there. You guys are awesome. We're going to move on to our next guest. You guys, make sure if you are in the queue that you did vote for Trump. We're just looking for some debates. We got our next guests loading up into the box as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like our live is no longer setting up for the day. I wish I could tell you why. We are seriously shadow banned and I hate it, but it is what it is. So we're just going to deal with it and push through. What's up, Luis? Did you vote for Trump?
Yo, I'm so sorry, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I didn't even join in. My bad.
You're good. What's up, Angel? Did you vote for Trump? Okay, Angel's driving. Colton, thank you for the $5 donation on Venmo. Thank you so much, Colton. You are freaking awesome. Everybody show some love to Colton down below in the chat. We love you here, Colton. W's for Colton. We surprisingly don't really have that many guest requests. We have 24 guest requests. What that tells me is that the live is incredibly shadow banned. I don't even know if we're going to be able to continue to do debates for much longer because the guest requests will run up. What's up, Teddy Bear? Did you vote for Trump?
No.
All right. Then please don't join the queue in the future, but you're all good for now. What's up, Vamp? Did you vote for Trump?
No, but I have one thing to say.
All right, please don't join the queue in the future. You're all good for now, though. Casey, thank you for the $5 on Venmo for the espresso fun. Thank you so much for the love. I do really appreciate you so much. We're only looking for people that did vote for Trump, y'all. We're only looking for people that did vote for Trump. Go on my backup. Yeah, dude, that's a good idea because that account sends out, dude. I was up to like 6K just playing piano on it the other day. This spam account has pushed, dude. Crazy. We're going to get our next guest up in here right now, y'all. The spam account is pushed. The spam account is pushed. That's so real. What's up, Kins? Did you vote for Trump?
My name is Jane.
And your child. What's up, MWP? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
You did? All right. Why is that?
Because I'm figuring.
What?
Hello?
Why did you vote for Trump?
Because the economy.
Can you repeat that?
Can you hear me?
Your mic is a little bit laggy, so we're just going to move on. All right, everybody, do just kind of give us a minute. I do apologize that it's taken a while to find a guest. This is crazy, y'all. This is craziness. What's up, Ansel? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did. Can you hear me?
All right, I sure can. Annette, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
I said Annette.
Oh, sorry.
Annette, did you vote for Trump? Annette's not here. So, Ansel, why did you vote for Trump?
I voted for Trump over foreign policy as far as respect with the countries that we have the most political conflict with. In the Middle East, I worry a lot about countries that do not respect women having the ability to respect a woman in the presidential chair of the office.
Sammy, thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate you for the love in Holland. Thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you. Here's the issue. Is there anti-black racism on the global stage?
It depends on the regions of Asia and overall where you're looking at.
But generally, we do see anti-black racism more so than anti-white racism, right?
Yes, overall.
So
I think a lot
overall,
of it
people
comes
are
down
going
to
to be
national
more likely
identity.
to respect a white leader than a black leader. So do you think that people shouldn't have voted for Obama in 2008 because he was black and people would have had less respect for him on the global stage?
No, I believe Obama was a very fitting candidate as he had political background, and I think that Trump's lack of political background is something that I wish was talked about more.
Don't pivot, dude. You said that you didn't vote for Kamala Harris because she's a woman and some countries don't respect women. Well, some countries don't respect black people, but yet you wouldn't dare say that people shouldn't have voted for Obama in 2008. So you shouldn't dare say that people shouldn't vote for a woman just because she's a woman and other world leaders may not respect her. They would have been forced to respect her when she was standing in front of the world's largest military by a factor of 10, the world's most booming economy with the largest consumer base. Like, we on the fucking finish line. If people want to succeed in this world as a country, they have to have some damn respect for a president, and that's an unfortunate reality for misogynists. Okay, but Lily, thank you for the $20 donation on Venmo. I see you attached a message. We will read out your message there in just a moment, Lily. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. That is so incredibly kind of you. Thank you.
Okay, well, my question is, how do you see terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda and those that are hyper extremists that have no respect for women and live on these extremely irrational religious extreme views that women are property, respecting someone like Kamala Harris as the president of the U.S.?
Well, I don't think you understood what I just said. Like, they won't, but they're either going to be forced to cooperate or be like, experience repercussions. And then it's also the case that for like extremist groups of Islam, right, that follow the Sharia law and have like certain interpretations similar to what we'd see within Al-Qaeda, it's also the case that they hold those same views towards people that don't hold to Islam. Like, you understand that, like there's traditional teachings within the Sharia law, none of them would respect someone that didn't hold to their same extremist view of Islam, which would include a white man that was president of our country. Just saying. And it's like once again, we already went over the example about how there's anti-black racism on the global scale, but yet you wouldn't say that people shouldn't have voted for Obama in 2008 for that. And also, like, we don't negotiate with terrorists. Isn't that like a staple of like the American government? We don't negotiate with terrorists, so why would we need their respect?
With Kamala Harris?
What's that?
Did they not negotiate with terrorists and Putin over Brittany Griner? A country of Russia is one that we have never negotiated with in the past, and Joe Biden negotiated in giving them one of the largest weapons expenditors back to them.
I was referencing Al-Qaeda.
That was like
I was referencing Al-Qaeda, which was the terrorist group that you directly mentioned before. You're now bringing up Russia. I don't think
Yes,
that the
'cause then
state of Russia is a
You view them
terrorist.
as a terrorist group, and you said that we do not negotiate with terrorists, which Joe Biden did in his presidency,
We view the state
with
of Russia
Kamala
as a terrorist
Harris
group.
by his side.
We
Yes,
view
we
the
view
state of
the-
Russia as a terrorist group. Okay, then maybe we negotiate with some terrorists. So why did you vote for Trump? Do you have an actual argument, or do you just have misogyny?
It's not misogyny. I'm just saying that I don't believe countries in, especially the Middle East, don't have the respect for someone like her in presidency.
And what was the argument that I gave you 4 times in response that you haven't even addressed?
No, I addressed it. You just didn't listen.
What was my argument?
Your argument was that they would force it to
No,
respect.
my argument is that you'd also have to say that people shouldn't have voted for Obama in 2008 because of anti-black racism on the global scale.
That doesn't have to do with Kamala as far as Middle East conflict, though.
Dude, it's called an analogy, right, with conceptual relations, okay? You're right. It does not have to do with Kamala Harris for the Middle East. It's an analogy insofar as how there's also a higher level of disrespect for black people on the global scale, right? So it makes you more likely to respect a white leader than a black leader, which is the same argument that you're making now with more likely to respect a man than a woman. Do you not understand, like, the conceptual analogy?
No, I
Open your
understand.
ears,
what you're
use
saying,
your
yeah.
brain. So do you see how, like, that argument doesn't work?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, would you say that people are more likely to respect an able-bodied president over a disabled person?
Yeah, I believe
So-
that people have more respect for someone that's
Judy,
more
thank you for the
able-bodied.
3 month sub. So you never vote for disabled vet?
No, I'd vote for them if they're able to coherently get across what they believe for and what they stand for. I think that people would.
And there you go.
There you go. For what?
You just disputed your own logic. You said that people have more respect for able-bodied people over disabled people, but yet you'd vote for a disabled person if you like what they stood for.
Yeah, I believe. I'm a firm believer that if you have the ability to push an ideal and support it properly and give people a good amount of reason to support them, that it's okay. I think a fundamental flaw for Kamala was her inability to answer in press conferences correctly, which led to her downfall in the election.
Oh, I don't think that led to her downfall in the election. Like, you're right. I do believe that there's some points where she didn't answer questions in press conferences, her Fox News interview, etc. But that's something that we see to be true of all politicians, and we saw it to be more true of Trump compared to Kamala Harris. I mean, he straight up wouldn't give us an answer if he won 2020, what his plan for immigration was, what his plan for paying for his economic policy was. Alicia, thank you for the $10 on Venmo was. Sorry, thank you for the $10 on Venmo, Alicia. What his plan for healthcare was. I mean, what his plan for fucking for ending the Russian-Ukrainian conflict was, who we wanted to win the war, what his plan for the Middle East is. He didn't really give us his plan for anything. Like, please tell me what his healthcare plan is. Tell me what his immigration plan is. Tell me what his plan is to pay for his economic policy. Tell me his plan for any of these things that apparently he communicated to the American people.
Reinforce border patrol to try and cut the influx down of mass illegal immigration through the southern border in states like Texas and Arizona and New Mexico.
So reinforcing border patrol.
He wants to put tariffs in, which I understand a lot of people disagree with.
Wait, one
but
second.
I know
To touch on the first point that you made, Maggie, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. Everybody, show some love to Maggie down below. That wasn't his plan because he shot down that plan in Congress under Biden and Harris when he torpedoed the bipartisan border bill.
Trump's biggest thing with border is still wanting to shut it down and prevent illegal immigration.
Well, it's a goal, but what's the plan to get there? But we know that it's not reinforcing the border with more patrol because that's what the bipartisan border bill would have done that he torpedoed. Apparently, he doesn't like that idea.
He overall just wants to build a firm line similar to the wall that he proposed back in 2016 and worked throughout his first presidency on. It's the same thing that he plans
We
to
know
do
he doesn't
for
want the wall
2024.
either because the bipartisan border bill also included more funding to build more of the wall under Biden and Harris than what Trump ever built under his first term. And
The
once again, he
bipartisan bill
torpedoed it.
was vetoed under Trump not because of the wall, and there was other fundamental trade exhibits underneath that bill that he disagreed with, and is why he vetoed it.
The bipartisan border bill under Biden and Harris didn't include any trade agreements with other countries. It included
It went
border
against his
provisions and
removal
money
of
to other
NAFTA,
countries.
and he wanted to, which Trump is heavily against, and he removed NAFTA in his first presidency.
We're talking about the
which was
bipartisan
different.
border bill, Secure the Border Act of 2023. We're not talking about anything under Trump's term. What are you referencing? And it wasn't vetoed either. It wasn't vetoed by the president. It was torpedoed by Trump when he called Republican senators and lawmakers in the House and told them to shoot it down, and included more funding for border provisions, including for the wall.
Okay, my fault. And then I'm curious on your. So I know you're heavily
So
against
can you
the
tell me his
tariffs
plan for any of these things?
on the border.
Yeah.
I'll go over tariffs first if you'd rather that, since I know you're so heavily against them.
Well, I didn't even ask you about tariffs. I asked you for his plan on healthcare,
I know, but I was
his plan on
talking about the
immigration, or
first
his plan to
before
pay
you
for his
talked about the
economic
border.
policy. You're talking about tariffs when that didn't engage or respond to any of the three questions that I asked.
Yeah, because you cut me off before I finished my thought process when I was speaking about it.
No, you were speaking about tariffs in response to my three
I was
questions.
speaking
when
about
tariffs were
borders, and I was talking about his overall policy, and you cut me off.
Because I didn't ask you
You
about his
wanted to
overall
ask me about
policy.
the
I asked
border
you very
policy, and you
specifically
wanted-
what was his plan for immigration, his plan for healthcare, his plan to pay for his economic tax policy. Right? What does tariffs have to do with either of those three things?
I want to dive into the tariffs because I know you've been very passionate about you talking about it today.
Sure, we could do that next, but after you answer like one of my questions. Like seriously, that's the only question that I've asked you the entire time you've been up here is what is his plan for these three things? Why don't you want to tell me? Is it because you don't know it? Is it because he doesn't have one?
I know he hasn't addressed his policy on it.
So
I know
immigration,
overall on the border,
plan to
he's
pay for the tax policy, healthcare. What's the plan?
okay. So you want to talk about the border policy and his policy over that, economics, and then what else before we go into tariffs?
Healthcare.
Healthcare, I know he's heavily against, which is why, and I understand that. I fundamentally don't agree with his position on healthcare. And
What's his position?
his vision is providing no federal aid and allowing for a base price as well as base support for healthcare, which I think fundamentally is messed up.
Wait, how do you know that? As far as I know, he hasn't announced any plan for healthcare.
He stated in debates and multiple times at his rallies that he's going to push the same healthcare policy he had in 2016.
He didn't push a healthcare policy in 2016.
Yes, he did.
No.
Yes, he did.
He's
He
been
removed
trying to
Obamacare and
construct
pushed
a
the
plan to
support of
replace the
healthcare.
ACA with since 2016. And we know he didn't push a healthcare plan in 2016 because we still have the ACA today.
No. In 2016, he removed Obamacare and peddled that healthcare needed to be covered by one's own means of.
He removed Obamacare?
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Under Trump, the removal of Obamacare happened.
No, he fucking didn't.
Yes, it did.
Oh my God! Wait, so do we just operate under the ACA today then? So we no longer have Obamacare. We just have the ACA, right?
Predominantly, now we are operating under ACA. Obamacare was removed under Trump, and I don't know if Joe Biden did anything to try and reinstate those policies.
The Obamacare is the ACA. Oh man, that's rough. That's rough,
Okay, pardon me
dude.
for not knowing, but I'm not from this country, but I moved here when I was 7. Okay, I mean, I'm a US citizen, but I'm not a US citizen.
He
Pardon
did
me
it.
for not
He,
knowing
he,
that.
he never repealed and replaced the ACA. He's been saying that he wants to since he announced his first presidency in 2015. Another one bites the dust. Quite frankly, his T was clocked. That's right. That's right. His T was clocked, chat. That's right. I bet he's leaving. Okay. Yeah, we are going to try another debate on here. And then I'm thinking we're going to try to go to my backup account, see if it sends out. I know it was the other day. I mean, I guess we could try to stay on here, but it's just kind of shadow banned. It sucks. What's up, Tommy? Do you think that Trump's terrible?
Hell no.
You like him?
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have joined the live.
Oh, Tommy. What the hell, dude? How
He's
could
gonna
you ever...
fix it. He's gonna fix the transgender problem. He's gonna fix it for good.
What is the transgender problem?
Are you sure you want me to answer that?
I do.
It's the problem that whenever you want to go like to the mall or something, or you want to go out in public, or you want to go for a walk with your girl or some shit, you see these big ass old white dudes dressed in a pink skirt and a beard and all this shit. Like that's a real life pedophile walking around. Like and Trump is gonna fix that. And Kamala would have supported that.
Okay, well, I mean,
You know what I'm
first,
saying?
So first, like, we need to touch on
know
the
you know what
fact
I'm
that
saying.
generalizing trans women is quote unquote really big white. You just took a screenshot of the live, embarrassing for you. Classifying
No, this is gonna
trans
be embarrassing.
women as big white people with pink skirts on.
Man, they're men though.
that are
They're not trans
P3
women.
that are P3DOs is like hyperbolic and false. Secondly, trans people aren't pedophiles. Okay? Matt Gates isn't trans, he's cis, he's a pedophile.
Bro said P3.
MGT said. right, that- oh, Tommy, I'm so sorry. How many continents are there?
Fucking 7, bro. What?
Name them.
Australia, Asia, North America, South America, Africa, Europe. Fucking, that's it, bro.
That was 6. I may have a stutter, but at least I have a 3rd grade education. Just saying.
All right, bro. Well, I named them off the top of my head.
That's
bro.
crazy. That's crazy. What temperature in Fahrenheit does water freeze?
What? 32? Are you a moron?
What about Celsius?
Do you even know the answer to that?
Yeah, what temperature does water freeze in Celsius?
Bro, I live in fucking the USA, bro. We don't do Celsius.
0. I mean, I may have a stutter, but at least I have a 2nd grade education. What's
Yeah,
4
you
squared?
have a stutter. I'd rather have a 2nd grade education than a stutter, bro.
You don't have either. What is
you're
4
right, I
squared?
don't have a stutter.
What is 4 squared?
4 squared? Fucking your mother's pussy, nigga.
I know the white guy slurs. Okay, so I just want to point out this is like the typical Republican. Like that's what it is. That's what it is. That is seriously like what it is, chat. We're gonna go to move on to the next guest. Let's get into what our next guest does have to say. Like that is the archetype. But for the record, 4 squared is 16. Smooth brain. All right. Hey, what's going on, Joseph? Do you think that Trump is terrible?
Do I think Trump is terrible?
Yeah.
I don't know him, so
Oh, but did you vote for him?
no.
Oh, okay. Bye, Joseph.
Yeah, bye.
We're gonna. Joseph made it seem like I was the one doing something wrong. I wasn't supposed to be here. We're gonna move on to our next guest. What's up, Jackie? Did you vote for Trump? All right, Jackie automatically left. We're gonna move on to our next guest, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, do just give us a moment. We got our next guest loading up into the queue right now. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump?
No, sorry, I didn't mean to join.
No worries, no worries. Hey, guys, if you want to support me, my Venmo as well as my PayPal are in my bio. It looks like I'm going to be ending here pretty soon. We have 28 guest requests. We're just running through people. Very shadow banned, quite frankly. Very bad. Hello, did you vote for Trump?
Hello.
Mason, did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
And how old are you?
19.
Why? Okay, why did you vote for Trump?
Do you know Zizek?
No.
Okay, he's a Marxist professor. His reasoning was that when you put...
I'm asking you why you voted for Trump?
I used the same reasoning as he did. His reasoning was when you put someone in office who only wants to... Sorry if I sound shaky, I have social anxiety. When you put someone in office who only wants to put more money in the hands of the 1%, socialism becomes more popular, at least or more... I'm embarrassing myself. I didn't vote for Trump. I'm sorry.
Okay, Mason, I appreciate you for coming up. We're going to move on to our next guest, ladies and gentlemen. We got Tate loading up into the live. Everybody, just do give us a minute, y'all. Hey, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
Everybody, just do give us a minute.
Okay, they have me on the family 57-inch TV in the background there, so we're just going to move on to Andrea. Plus, I think that was a fetus. All right, everybody, just do give us a minute. Hello, Andrea. Did you vote for Trump? Andrea! Oh, I scared Andrea away. My bad. That would be my fault, chat. That's me. That's my bad. Hello, Becca. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh my god, I did not mean to come in. I was trying to come in when Tommy came in because that was crazy, but
You're all good. We're gonna move on to our next guest. All is good. All is swell. Moving on. Let's see what we got. We're going to go ahead and load up our next guest of the afternoon. Hello, did you vote for Trump?
No, but I just want to say, bro, you're fucking iconic, bro. Love you.
Hey, I appreciate you. I will be iconic one day. That's the goal. Maybe it will happen. Not yet. I will be iconic one day. Maybe, hopefully. If everything goes to plan. All right, moving on. There's edits of you, bro? Oh my god. Do we need to talk about the edits? Do we need to talk about the edits while we're trying to get our next guest up in here to debate? Oh man, I've seen him. I've seen him. I've seen him. So I want to put it out there. My account is getting shadow banned by TikTok. Colin, thank you for the $20 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Colin. Everybody, please show some love to Colin in the chat.
Hello.
But you sound young. But y'all's accounts aren't getting shadow banned by TikTok. I've seen so many videos, like either like an edit of me, a video of my live, or even like this one lady who had a flag with a picture of me on it. And they're like outperforming my own content on my own account. Oh, dude, the flag, dude. The flag. You know, I actually saw that, and now I'm considering like making flags like that myself and signing them and selling them. Tell me that's not a good idea. Tell me that's not a good idea.
Oh,
What's up?
Shit. That's my bad.
Hey, did you vote for Trump?
I did not mean to join this. That's my bad.
No worries, no worries. Do it right now. Yes, please do. Yeah, that's a good idea. Should I do it? Dude, I could do it so incredibly easily. I could have the site up tonight. It would be like a pre-order, because what I'd have to do is I'd list them on the website, let pre-orders roll in over the weekend probably, or like to Black Friday. And then what I would have to end up doing is after all the pre-orders are in, I'd have to then go out and order the flags.
Meow.
Meow, 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 meow. You're off key. Fuck you. You almost had it. Get the fuck out of my life. You suck. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So then, yeah, I'd have to like order the flags to my place, sign them, and ship them out. So I could do that. I mean, I have the infrastructure to. I was in e-commerce for a while and did product management. I could do it. What's up, Mr. Man? Did you vote for Trump? For some reason, you sound just as intelligent. It's just as intelligent as like the average Trump supporter that comes up on my live. Guys, tell me if whatever that was is just as or more intelligent than Jared down here, but make that judgment later. Grace, thank you for the $1 on Venmo for the meow, 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 meow.
Dean, I think you're pretty terrible, if I'm being honest. I think you're worse than Trump.
My feelings are so hurt. So why did you vote for Trump?
I voted for Trump because he's going to make America great again.
So when was America great to begin with, before 2015?
I would say like I wasn't alive, so not in my lifetime. Definitely Reagan.
Oh, so America was pretty great when women couldn't report rape in marriage and gay people couldn't get married?
Oh, I mean, you would point out those specific points, but no, I mean, who has most of the credit card debt? Is it women or men?
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, so.
What did that have to do with my question? I
I'm
asked you the time period where
if women couldn't open bank accounts, then technically, like, there wouldn't be a disparity between men and women in debt. Women are in a lot more debt.
Women are in a lot more debt, therefore women shouldn't be able to open bank accounts?
I think so.
Okay, well, I mean, first I'd like to make it clear, like, the lower your socioeconomic standards are on average, like, the more credit card debt you're likely to be in, and because we have a socioeconomic advantage over women, they'd be expected to have less credit card debt. And then secondly, obviously the Trump supporter is going to support taking away women's rights and then calling the liberal Dean that's like, hey man, maybe we shouldn't shit on women. Terrible.
That's pretty convenient.
Like, I feel like your brain is just like wired back.
No, Dean, that's convenient.
I have a question. Do you do it for the shock value?
What do you mean?
Do you do it for the shock value?
Do what?
Like women shouldn't be able to open bank accounts.
No,
Is that, like, for
I
the
think
shock
that
value?
we should
Kenzie,
thank
thank you for
women.
the $2
We
on
should
Venmo.
thank women for Trump getting elected. It was the women vote that simply made it happen. It wouldn't have been just for men. That's for sure.
So essentially, like, some portion of all demographics voted for Trump, and using your logic, all of those demographics would have been required to get.
Is there more women or men in America?
It's about 50-50. It's negligible.
Oh, it's like 55% women.
And
So we actually have to thank them a little bit more.
75% of something like 65 to 75% of men voted for Trump, and then a little bit over half of under half of women voted for Trump.
Where's that from?
That's from exit polling.
I would have to see it, but no, I think it was the woman's vote that saved it and actually clinched the election. And the Latino.
You could literally say that for any demographic. Monet,
And the Latino
$4
vote,
and the
yeah.
20 cents of Venmo. Yeah. So why do you think?
So
Trump
why don't you
was
talk
able to
about
have
to
a
your supporters
Thank you
why?
for the superpower.
Why don't you talk about to your supporters why the Democrats lost? Simply because, what went wrong in your party?
Yeah, I mean, that conversation's important, but right now I'm just asking you why you think Trump will be a better president. So why did you vote for Trump? You said he's going to make America great again.
I mean, the guy
What's a
already has
policy that
experience
he's
in the
gonna
White
use to make
House.
America great?
Like the guy already has experience in the White House, so
Wait, in 2015, wasn't his whole shebang not having prior experience in the White House? But now it's a good thing. Not to mention that while he was in the White House, he didn't do a whole lot of good with
when
it.
our country's in shambles, then yeah,
Thank you for the
I would say.
$1 and the 49 cents on PayPal. So what's
I
one
mean,
of his
like
good
our country's in
policies?
shambles. Like immigration's a really big thing for me, so that's why I supported Trump. I think the most. There's things that Trump says that I don't like. I don't just.
Jared, I'm going to
deride-
embarrass you.
I don't deride everything
Alex,
that
thank
Trump
you for the
says.
paper crane. Everybody, watch this. Jared is going to feel so embarrassed when he can't answer this question. Are you ready to feel embarrassed when you can't answer this question?
Okay, ask me a question that backs me into a corner. Go ahead.
What is Trump's policy plan for immigration?
Mass deportation.
That's a goal. What's a plan to achieve it?
What do you mean?
What is his policy-oriented plan to achieve a mass deportation?
Oh, Tom Homan's already came out and said what they're going to do. They're going to source this out locally, and basically they're going to be going essentially not like door to door, but like they already have an idea of where the most undocumented people are in every community, and they're simply going to go in, throw them in a truck, detain them, and send them back across the border.
So
Tom
who's
Homan
gonna
said
be
that
doing
in
the
his
detaining?
speech, and they're also going to declare war on the cartels. So that way, once they get back to Mexico, they don't have to fear for their lives anymore.
So who's going to be doing the detaining?
I would say it would probably be a mix of police,
So you're going to be drawing resources away
communications
from
with
local
ICE,
communities
things
to
like that.
send
Yeah.
undocumented migrants.
Say again?
Thank you for the $7 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love. So the executive branch of our government is going to employ local police forces to draw resources away from crime in local communities and to catching, detaining.
Yeah, you only heard
undocumented
police. I
migrants.
said there's going to be other branches that they're going to be using.
Like who? Like what?
It's going to be expensive, but do you know what?
Like what branches? I'm
You
just
know
still
what
so
ICE
confused.
is?
Are they going to deploy the National Guard? There's not nearly enough ICE agents to deport 10 million undocumented migrants.
Well, obviously it's going to be a big project, but it's going to happen. Obviously, that's why you guys are so upset about it.
So we're gonna grow the size of the government, give them more power over our lives, and spend more money recklessly.
Say it again.
So we're gonna grow the size of the government, give the federal government more power and control over our day-to-day lives, and we're gonna spend more money recklessly to mass deport undocumented migrants. That's gonna draw $7 trillion from our GDP in the next 10 years.
Yeah,
This guy seems economically
I don't
illiterate.
care what it takes to get them going. Just get them gone. They don't belong here in the first place.
Oh, okay. Patience. Thank you for the $2 on Venmo. So, these undocumented migrants. So, if someone came to our southern border and they had felonies, they were rapists, they called for termination of our constitution, tried to coup the country in Reagan election. Do you think that they should be rejected from coming into our country?
I think anyone who's undocumented should be stopped from coming into our country.
I'm talking about someone who's showing up to a legal port of entry with these qualifications. Should they be?
I have more of a right to break crime.
Brittany, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate you.
I have more of a right to break the law in my country because I was born here than somebody who is not born here does.
Well, they didn't break the law in our country. This is someone who's showing up at our southern border.
They're breaking the law by entering, dude. That's where you're wrong. What are you talking about? They're breaking the law by coming here undocumented.
Trying to come into our country through documented legal ports of entry is breaking the law?
But they're undocumented is the
Yes, thank you for
thing.
the $2 on PayPal. Well, then I don't think you heard my question. I'll repeat it. I understand that you may need me.
Yeah, then I'm obviously not talking about them. Am I? No, I'm talking about the people who are here undocumented.
And I'm asking you a question, and I'll ask
Okay,
you.
what is it? What's the question?
If someone showed up at a legal port of entry at our southern border and tried to come into our country with a background of 34 felonies, has raped a woman, has sexualized little kids, boasted about grabbing women by their vagina, tried to coup America and rig the outcome of a federal election, and had talked about terminating articles found in our Constitution, should they be denied entry into our country?
There's no relevance in that. Are they documented or no?
They are documented and they're trying to come in through legal processes. Should they be rejected at the border? Christopher, thank you for the $5
You said they're
on
coming
PayPal.
in
I appreciate
legally,
you,
right?
Christopher.
Legally or illegally?
This would be someone trying to come in through a legal port of entry.
They're trying to come in legally. Okay, but they're not documented, right?
Wow, dude, you are not smart. They're
No, it's
trying
very
to-
simple. If you're
Brittany, thank you for the $5
There's only
on
two ways
Venmo.
to be
I
an
appreciate
American
you for the
citizen.
love.
There's only two ways to be an American citizen. You're either illegal or you're legal. You're supposed to be here or you're not.
One
Visa,
second. Let me
no
ask.
visa.
Let me one second. Simple-minded individual. Let me ask this question to the chat. Was the question that I asked Jared over here? Did it make sense, or am I not making any sense? Like, should I feel like the fucking shit that's coming out of my mouth is like nothing? No, it makes sense to everyone but him.
Everybody's saying check my videos. Yeah.
Like, give me a second. Jenna, thank you for the $2 on PayPal. Like, chat, what should I do in this scenario? Because I repeated the question like 4 different ways. It just literally doesn't make sense to Jared. It's like, what do we do here? Do I try to explain it again?
Yeah, no,
Like,
all the
I'll
videos
try.
do is call out Dean for being a P3DO. I mean,
What the fuck? You have videos calling me out for being a P3DO?
yeah, dude, have you seen? Yeah, I went undercover in your Discord server. Dude, the average age in there is like 13 to 15 years old.
You have to be at least
You have a bunch of
18.
children in there. Are you kidding me?
Jared, you have to be at least
And then you're coming at Trump for saying things that he said 20, 30 years ago? Bro, you're just as bad. You have a cult following of children and you tell them to go, to come check out your live every time you go live.
Hey, Jared, you have to be at least 18 to join my Discord. Not only is your age verified by Discord because it's set as an 18 plus server through the settings, but then we also verify it with every person that enters, and it has been that way for 6 months.
Okay, well, I mean, no, that's not true. That's not
Yes,
true. 'Cause I've
it
met
is.
people. I know. I've talked to people there in your voice channels, and I'm like, how old are you? They're like 14.
Yeah, it's
They're
'cause
playing
they're breaking the
Roblox.
rules.
What?
Yeah, that's them breaking the rules.
A majority of your Discord is that way, so a majority of your Discord is breaking the rules.
No, it's just not.
It is.
What's your evidence for this?
I say it is. I've been in there.
You've been in there. I'm in there every day, and you did a study where you conducted a
Yeah.
survey on most
I went
members
through
of my
every
Discord
voice
server.
channel, and all I hear is it's just a bunch of kids.
Rainy, thank you for the
I left
15.
'cause
One
it's
moment.
kinda gross,
Rainy,
but-
thank you so much for the $15 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Rainy. Everybody, please show some love to Rainy down below in the comment section right now for the $15 donation on Venmo. I do really appreciate you for that. Thank you, Rainy. Anyways.
Yeah, it's a bunch of kids. I left. It was gross. I shouldn't have been there, and I don't think that you should be. I don't think that you should be having that in your Discord. To be honest with you,
Well, I mean,
especially
like,
after the allegations of people that you and Parker both platformed. Where one of them was found waiting outside of a high school for a teen that he was talking to in a Discord group. The Baby Bop and that other dude. Yeah,
AJ.
Yeah, AJ. Yeah. So he's a P3.
Jared, I have a question. What happened when we figured that out about AJ?
Well, you guys still talk to them.
No, we don't.
Do you not follow them?
Yeah, no, we don't talk to AJ.
But you platformed him, and you didn't speak out about anything that.
Wait, one second. Hey, there's a couple people in this call. I just want to start off with Amira. How old are you?
19.
Yo, Assad, how old are you?
19.
Nice. Patty, how old are you?
Dean, I'm your mom.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even see her name. Yeah, she's 25. Yo, Ragnarok, how old are you?
It's Ragnarok.
Okay, well, sorry, buddy. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, they're all watching your
22.
fucking live.
Hey, yo, Cruz J Barrios, how old are you? 33. Nice.
They're
Wait, one
all
second.
watching your live.
Hey, Juliet, how old are you? One moment. Juliet, how old are you? Okay, someone has to turn my live off in the voice chat. Yo, Pops 143 22. She's 22. Okay, hey, Nancy with the Palestinian flags in your name. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, 24.
No, they're all
nice.
watching your live. This,
Wow.
this proves nothing.
Wait, but you said that I like rated my live with children from my Discord server, and that's where all my viewers come from.
Yeah, there's a ton of children in your Discord server.
I'm not seeing any of them. Hey, I appreciate everyone for joining the VCN Discord. I'm leaving. We just wanted to use that as a counter argument. How about everyone in my Discord just like comment your age in the general chat? Only on the Discord though, not in here. And Kate, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. And Madison, thank you for the $3 on
You
Venmo.
think you're proving something, but I've seen with my own eyes that there's children in there.
I actually don't see any children. And once again, the reason why we don't see any children in my Discord is because it's age verified.
Okay, what process do you use to make it age verified?
Yeah, so we check the birth date associated with their Discord account. And then we also double check their birth date by verifying the one associated with their Discord account.
So you can't
with
put
what they
whatever
say in the chat.
birthday you want on your Discord account?
Sure, you could wiggle and finesse around it the same way you could get a fake ID to buy alcohol. But it's like 99% of the people buying alcohol over the age of 21, even though there's some people that fall through the cracks, sure. But does that mean that like it is implicitly ordained and accepted for like minors to be in a liquor store? No. The same way it's like there's no minors in my server, and if there are,
I'm just saying it's a cult following of children, essentially.
Yeah, that's just like an irrational take, like objectively irrational.
Like these people, those people can't even vote. So like, what's the point?
Literally everybody in my Discord server can vote.
No.
Wait, I'm even getting the donos now. 1 second. Heaven, thank you for the $20 donation on Venmo. Let's go show some love to Heaven in the chat.
yeah.
Wait, Heaven says I'm
Yeah,
24
Heather.
years old and I watch you every single day.
W. Heather. Oh my God.
Heaven, so her name's Heaven. Heaven is 24 years old.
W. Heaven. She probably doesn't believe in heaven though if she watches you. So that's kind of ironic.
So she's 24 years old and she donated me $20 just to tell me that.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I don't know. I just think it's kind of.
Wait, comment your age down below in the chat.
Probably doesn't
Comment your
believe in
age down
heaven
below in
if
the
he watches
chat.
you.
So, okay, Heaven is 24. Kimberly with a $25 donation on Venmo. Holy shit, show some love to Kimberly. Kimberly says I'm 40. Morgan with a $10 donation on Venmo saying I'm 25. Maze with a $28 donation on Venmo. Show some love to Maze. Maze says because I'm 28. Holy shit, thank you, Maze. So Maze is 28. Heather is 40. Kimberly's 40. Morgan was 25. Like, I mean, all of these people are adults, man. Casey, thank you for the $5 donation on Venmo saying I'm 38. So, I mean, what's your response to the allegation?
Would you debate me on a platform that's not TikTok?
Maggie, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. If you pay me $10,000, you're just not really...
$10,000 to debate you?
Yeah, you're not really worth
That's
my time.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
You're not really worth my like. You have my attention right now. Feel free to speak, do or say whatever you want. I don't care.
I mean, you can obviously just talk.
Heidi, thank you for the $33 on Venmo for your age. Heidi is 33 and she watches me, and she just donated me $33. Amy,
hilarious.
thank you for the $5 on Venmo saying that I'm mom-aged. Yasar, thank you for the $5 on Venmo saying that I'm 29 and a voter in Florida. I love what you do. Thank you, Yasar. Thank you guys so much for the love on Venmo. You guys are so kind. Thank y'all. Show some
That's
love.
hilarious.
Susan with a $1. I'm 50. Guess is just weird. Pop off.
Yeah,
Susan.
see, I mean, you wouldn't be able to do that in an actual debate. That's why I don't like it.
Wait, you think the platform that I'm on will stop me from thanking my donors? You're sadly mistaken. Meg with the $5 on Venmo saying that I'm 19. Allie with the $2.22 saying that he's 22. Lily with a $15 on Venmo saying that I'm 20. And Cassie with a $10 saying that I'm 40. Brittany with a $5 saying that I'm 21. Joseph with a $5 saying that I'm 71 years old. Holy Holy cow. Caden with a $2 saying that I'm 21. Joseph, once again, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for the love. Tiffany with a fest cheers. Jessica with a $10 on Venmo saying that I'm a 41-year-old mom. Charles with a $10 on Venmo saying that I'm 40 as well. Christina with a $15 on Venmo saying that I'm 37. Carfrina with a $10 on PayPal saying that I'm 37. Kia with a $5 on Venmo saying that I'm 19. Case with a $1 saying that they're 32. It seems like we have people from all age groups, all demographics, and it just sounds like you're a little fucking weird, right? Because you want to infantilize these adults saying that they're 14 years old, and honestly, that's probably why you joined the
that
Discord
was
in the
their
first
words.
place. Iron, thank you for the $5 on Venmo.
Why
I
would they be
appreciate
in
you for the
your
love.
group?
Wait, Jared. Wait, you're the one that says we shouldn't believe words that come out of people's mouths without evidence. Like, surely you don't believe E. Jean Carroll, right?
No, she's full of shit.
Angie, thank you for the $10 on PayPal saying that I'm 49. So if you don't believe E. Jean Carroll, why should I believe you?
Because I've been in there. I was physically there.
Well, I mean, no, you obviously don't have any evidence. You're full of shit. You make no sense. You're obviously just crazy, right? Like, let's face the facts.
No, how am I crazy?
No, because you're full of shit. You're obviously just saying that to, like, politically.
Okay, so can you prove to me that E. Jean Carroll is telling the
shit.
truth since you want to compare me to her?
Yeah, no, for sure. She was telling the truth because she was able to prove that Donald Trump had raped her.
How was
through
she able to
preponderance of
prove
evidence
it?
submitted in court, not limited, but including medical records from the 1990s indicating that this is something that had occurred, alongside consistency between the medical records, her testimony, and the testimony of 7 others, alongside disproving Trump's lies, such as the idea that they never met, in which she presented an image of the two together. Kata, thank you for the $7 and the 77 cents on Venmo. W's for Kata in the chat. Or just a simple idea that he said that she wasn't his type, and that's why he never.
You got any
married her.
scientific
with him
proof?
Then just with him then misconstruing a picture of her with a picture of his ex.
Any scientific proof?
The proof that I just provided to you proves that it occurred beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt.
That's
Amber, thank you for the $10 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love, Amber. Shut up, buddy.
But
One
there's
second.
still doubt.
Be a good boy. Thank you so much.
There's still doubt, though, Dean.
Bro, be a good boy and make your point after I thank my donors. Madison, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. Dave for the $5 on Venmo. Brenda with the $54 on PayPal. Holy shit. Everybody show some love to Brenda in the chat with a $54 saying, because I am 54. Brenda, you're the same
Crashing
age as my
out
dad.
hard, bro.
Be a good boy and wait your turn. W's for Brenda in the chat. And yo, Dark-Sided Ginger with the $50 on Venmo. Everybody show some love to Dark-Sided Ginger. You were my op yesterday, but my brethren today.
Did you take your
for the
Vyvanse
$50
today?
donation. Be a good boy. Wait. Everybody seriously show some love to Dark-Sided Ginger and Brenda and Cruz with a 23 cents. Stephanie, thank you so much for the $10 donation on Venmo, saying that you're 31. No kids are watching this. Thank you so much. Gianna with $1. Hannah with a $5. Grace with a $1. Holy shit. I appreciate you guys for the love. You guys are being so kind right now. Thank you.
Bro,
anyways,
you need to take
go
your
ahead.
medicine, man. You're like out of control right now.
Oh my god, am I just too happy for you? You hate joy, you sick fuck? You see me over here being happy, smiling, laughing, expressing positive emotions because people are donating to me, and you're like, oh, you need to get back on your meds.
You just need to relax.
Auntie, thank you for the fest cheers. Thank you guys so much for the love. I do appreciate you guys for the donations. Ash, thank you for the $5 and the 55 cents to pay for the meds because I'm too happy. Thank you so much for the love. And Virginia, thank you for the $2 on Venmo saying
Why
that.
does like everybody in this comment section have like 20 followers on their account? I don't get it.
Dark-Sided with the private jet. I appreciate you for the love, Dark-Sided. Holy shit. Everybody show some love to Dark. And Alice with the $24 on PayPal. Show some love to Alice and show some love to Dark down below in the comment section right now. Holy shit. Thank you guys for the love. Oh my god, you guys are great. Because
What's
they're old.
Kamala Harris's greatest accomplishment?
Oh man, I can't name any. Just kidding. I can name like 6. She
Okay,
passed
go
more
ahead.
tie-breaking votes in the Senate than any VP that we've had in American history.
No,
She helped
like,
influence
no,
some of the most
more tie-breaking votes.
She helped influence some of the most monumental legislation in modern U.S. history, such as the PACT Act that expanded access to VA healthcare benefits. Molly, thank you for the $8 on Venmo. Such as the Chips and Science Bill that's going to bring 20% of the global chip supply back to America in the next 6 years. Such as the Inflation Reduction Act, which was deficit reducing over 10 years while being the largest investment into renewable energy resources ever. Or the American Rescue Plan, the infrastructure bill. She has some big accomplishments. Now tell me, what's Trump's?
Oh yeah, Trump. I would say that he was the 45th president of the United States. Has been a successful businessman for a very long time. Was a known as very socially liberal his entire life. He'd been on, everybody from The View loved him. I mean, he's been a national treasure. He had a successful TV show that he turned down, continuing just so he could save our country. That's just
so. Let me make this clear.
And he's a hell of a golfer.
One of Kamala Harris's biggest accomplishments is the biggest investment into renewable energy resources ever, while not draining any money out of her federal revenue. And then Trump's biggest accomplishment is golf and The Apprentice.
I think you missed everything else that I said. He was elected the 45th president of the United States and the 47th president of the United States. So he is so he's been elected twice. Are those not good achievements? Is that more than, I think that's more than you've done, Dean.
Wait, if I told you that Kamala Harris's biggest achievement was being the 46th vice president of our country, would you laugh?
No, I would say no. I would say no. Like, I would give her props.
Okay, but I mean, what this just seems like to me,
she would be the first woman president, which would be...
What it just seems like to me is that you're just like very like low IQ voter. Like, obviously, when you're asking me for biggest accomplishment, you're asking for very specific things, not like achievability of certain titles. Although like being the president is an accomplishment, we are having this conversation framed insofar as what they want to do for the American people, right? And I'd say that Trump being president didn't do anything good for the American people.
The middle
only further regress income inequities.
$6,000 under his term.
And how did he do? And how did he cause that?
What do you mean? How did he cause that?
You heard me. How did he cause that?
It happened under his administration.
Oh, so if it happens under his admin, he caused it. So when the 14.8% record high level of unemployment happened at the end of his term in April of 2020, he caused
I would
it
say
too.
anything that you said that happened good under Biden's administration was just him.
No. You are not going to work yourself out of this slam fucking
he
dunk.
inherited Trump's economy.
Nah, you are not going to work out of this slam fucking dunk, buddy. You just said because it happened under his admin, he caused it. So, no. I'm Kobe Bryant, okay? All right, and guess what, right? You're the basketball hoop. Go ahead and respond directly. You said he caused it because it happened under his term. So because the highest level of unemployment in the last 100 years happened under Trump's term in April of 2020 at 14.8%, did he cause that too? Got it.
Say it again.
So you said because $6,000 being added to real median wages under Trump's term to the average middle-class American, and because it happened under his term, Donald Trump caused it. Well, would we say because the highest level of unemployment since the Great Depression at 14.8% in April of 2020 also happened under his term, that he caused that too?
No, I'll give you the same argument that you would give me for anything that happened under Trump's term in the first half, is that I would say that...
I don't want like the argument. I just wanted yes or no. So you said no. So explain to me how he
Biden
caused
inherited-
$6,000 to be added to real median wages because he was president while it happened, but he didn't cause the 14.8% rate of unemployment in the end of his term, even though he was president while it happened. That's not that logical, Jared. I think it's time that you go back to school, buddy. But don't worry.
Pandemic.
I'll
You
be
keep
with
muting me. It's a pandemic.
Wait, didn't the pandemic also happen under his term? So in accordance with your logic, he also caused the pandemic?
Are you kidding me? Like, Biden took over like not even 2 months later.
Well, I mean, actually, no, it started in 2020. Biden assumed office in 2021. So
2021, right? Yeah,
And
exactly.
also
So
like to point
anything
out-
that good,
But it happened.
under the Biden administration was inherited by
Follow
Trump.
your logic. Follow your logic. So you said
You should
that
be
if it
thanking
happened under his.
Trump.
Hey, Jared, I need you to follow your logic. You said if it happened under his term, he caused it. Did COVID happen under Trump?
Did it happen under him? There was an outbreak while he was in office.
So he caused it.
How did Trump cause it?
Because it happened under his term.
No, that's like a disaster. It's an outbreak. It's not something that like, so if 9/11, if that happened, was that whoever was in office, was that their fault? Did
Thank
they
you
cause
for
it?
$5 on PayPal. You don't even know.
Based on your logic, yeah. Based on your logic, yeah.
This guy's so fucking dumb. He actually
Ebola, when did that happen?
This guy's so fucking dumb. He actually just gave a pretty good critique of his own logic. I'm gonna start using that. Dude, this guy's so stupid, ignorant, and like mindless that he doesn't know that he just critiqued his own logic.
Yeah, who was in office when Ebola happened? Obama. So did that happen under Obama? Did he cause Ebola?
He's still going and he doesn't even see it yet. Buddy, Jared,
I'm asking you a question. Did Ebola, was that from Obama? I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he caused it, right? Because you're saying everything that happens under a president was caused by them. No.
Jared?
You're just picking apart like
Jared?
things I'm saying. And you're
So-
not, yeah, I mean, like, you're not looking at the whole picture. So
What was your reasoning that you used to explain how Trump caused $6,000 to be added to real wages?
Oh, I mean, I would say that stuff that he put into place. Yeah.
Oh, what did you say the first time,
He
Jared?
created jobs.
What did you say the first time, Jared?
You didn't ask me.
Yes, I did.
He created 7 million new jobs. I could say that would definitely play a part in it.
No. What was your answer the first time?
That he was in office. Yeah, Trump was in office. Gained 7 million.
Dude!
7 million.
This is a human being?
3.5% unemployment rate.
This is a human being? He doesn't see it. It's pretty funny. Yo, Jerome! Holy shit, Jerome with a $50 donation on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Jerome. Jerome says, thank you for what you do, making these idiots cry. Fuck yeah, Jerome, we're making these idiots
crying?
cry.
Fucking laugh.
Everybody, please show some love to Jerome in the comment section for the $50 donation. I'm gonna put that towards a good use. I actually have a trip coming up for everything I'm doing online. I'm gonna put that $50 towards the plane ticket. I can't tell you guys yet because I don't know if it's for sure yet, but something really cool coming up. You guys are gonna be mind blown. You're gonna be like, holy shit, that's really cool. Santana, thank you for the $5 donation. Oh, I see that message. Also, yeah, earlier you said, you're saying that you wanted to expose me for being a pedophile? I want to talk about that more. So you think I'm a pedo?
Well, I just think the fact that you like platform people who were doing things like that would
Yeah,
like
you're talking about AJ, right?
make you think that it's okay. So I mean,
Nora, thank you for the $10 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love. Everybody, please show some love to Nora. And then you're talking about platform.
I mean, you supported somebody who was like, waiting for a girl outside of her high school to, come pick her up.
Yeah, you're talking about AJ. Dude, as soon as all that came out, I was like the first person to disavow him. And in fact, that's a big reason why me and Tashika aren't friends, was because I automatically started shitting on him, saying that this shit isn't defensible, and I disavowed him. Meanwhile, like, Tashika was still defending him. Like, that was like the first big crack in our friendship.
So why are you not working to get them canceled the same way that you're working to get Donald Trump canceled and people like him?
Dude, if you were actually to go to my announcement channel on Discord, I want to just read it off.
Well, they banned me from your server, so it doesn't matter. But
Good. So reading off an announcement in my server, I don't want to read it all. If you don't know who Tashika is, great, you're lucky. But if you are aware of who she is, I'd recommend to not engage with her content. She is not well. That's an announcement from November 17th. Just saying, like, I actually am.
what about AJ? Did you do the same thing for AJ?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see the announcement, so.
Oh, I actually put out like a multi-paragraph announcement on AJ. In fact, I was on live when he was giving his side of the story, actively calling him a liar.
Can you show me the announcement?
You could scroll up and find it yourself or pay me $10,000 and I'll